So good afternoon and welcome to another session. In today's class, I'll just explain you another concept. See, in the last class, we were talking about the marginal costing equation. Then we have discussed how to segregate the total cost into variable cost and fixed cost. And we have also seen the profit volume ratio, right? Now, going to another concept, the next concept is break-even point. What do you mean by break-even point? You know, when I take this chalk and break it evenly, this is called a break-even point. Break-even means I'm making it into two equal halves. Okay? Now, if I ask you, right? If I ask you, if my total sales is equal to total cost. I'm saying my total sales is equal to my total cost. So when I say my total sales is equal to my total cost, I'm basically talking about break-even point. A break-even point is a point where there is neither profit nor loss. Neither profit nor loss. That means you don't have profit, you don't have loss. Now, if you go back to our marginal costing equation, I said in marginal costing, total cost is divided into variable cost and fixed cost. So can I say my total sales will be equal to my variable cost plus fixed cost? Yes. Now, if I write it this way, sales minus variable cost is equal to fixed cost because the plus V going the other side is minus. So S minus V. Now, can you guys tell me what is S minus V, also known as? Sales minus variable cost is also known as?
Contribution, total contribution.
So, can I write this as my contribution is equal to my fixed cost? That means at break-even point, my total sales will be equal to my total cost. For example, I have taken 10 lakh rupees to manufacture all the products. My total cost was 10 lakhs and I sold all the products at exactly 10 lakhs. So my cost is 10 lakhs, my sales is also 10 lakhs. Because both are equal, there is a point of no profit, no loss. Such point is what is referred to as break-even point. Okay, so my sales is equal to total cost, which is bifurcated into variable and fixed. So sales minus variable cost should be equal to fixed cost, or in other words, my contribution will be equal to my fixed cost. Now, how do you find out with the help of a formula? See, break-even point. If you try to understand it with the help of a graph also, we can do it this way. If I say that the lines here, assume this is rupee, the value, and here I am talking about the quantity, units. Quantity or units, okay? I think this is fine. Now, whatever the quantity, my fixed cost line will be, at zero level also, the fixed cost is this much. At this level, fixed cost is same, fixed cost is same, fixed cost is same. Whatever is the output, my fixed cost remains constant. But my total cost line, this is my total cost line. If this is my fixed cost line, this will be my total cost line. Total cost is something which starts from here. If I don't produce anything, what is the cost you are going to incur? Answer: if I don't produce anything also, I will incur some fixed cost, correct? So at 0 units also, my total cost will be equal to my fixed cost. And my sales line, let's assume this is my sales line. This is the total sales line. Wherever this total sales line is intersecting the total cost line, this point is what is called as break-even point. Break-even point is where the total sales is equal to your total cost. So if you try to understand, this is my break-even quantity and this is my break-even value. This is graphical representation, but we will try to understand it with the help of formula. So how do you find out break-even point? Break-even point can be found in terms of rupees. Break-even point, if you want in rupees, the formula is fixed cost by profit volume ratio, PV ratio. If you want to find out break-even point in rupees, the formula is fixed cost by PV ratio. Suppose if you want to find out break-even point in terms of units, then it will be fixed cost divided by small c. What do you mean by small letter c?
Per unit.
Yeah, per unit contribution. This is our understanding, guys. Whenever I'm writing capital letters, it is total. Whenever I write per unit, small letters, it is per unit. So fixed cost, if it is divided by per unit contribution, you will arrive at break-even units. Fixed cost, if you divide by PV ratio, you will get BEP in rupees. And also, you can find out break-even point in terms of percentage. Break-even point can also be found in terms of percentage. So break-even point in terms of percentage is equal to BEP rupees divided by sales into 100. This is the formula. I want you to remember these three formulas. Break-even point in terms of rupees, break-even point in terms of units, break-even point in terms of percentage. This is the new concept for today. And I don't want to explain more here. We'll get into the numericals. I hope you all have the questions which I have sent to you. You can refer to that questions and we will try to solve a few questions. Ramya, did you share it in the class group?
Yes, sir.
Yes. All of you, please go to that sheet. I have given you 2 PDFs. So I want you to go to the second PDF. The second PDF, the question is like this: calculate break-even point from the following figures. He gave you some information from which we need to find out the break-even point. Let us see. All right. So what is given to us? He gave you sales is equal to 3 lakhs. Fixed expenses is 75,000. Direct material, direct labor, direct expenses. Guys, you tell me what cost is direct cost? Direct material, direct
Primary.
labor. Yes, ma'am.
Primary, sir.
Prime cost. Direct. Now here we are not doing cost sheets. So
Variable cost, sir.
Yes.
Variable cost.
Exactly. All direct costs are variable cost. All direct costs are variable cost. So from the information given in the question, I am writing like S for me is equal to 3 lakhs. Okay. Fixed cost. Capital F is given in the question as 75,000. This is 7th question according to your book. And direct material, direct labor, direct expenses, I am calling it as variable cost. What is direct material plus direct labor plus direct expenses? Direct material, direct labor and direct expenses equal to 1 lakh plus 60 plus 40 comes to how much? 2 lakh rupees. So I have this information in front of me, and what is he asking you? He's asking you what is break-even point. This is the question. So guys, you have the question in front of you. Now the student will say, sir, should I calculate in rupees or in units or in percentage? How do I know? Now you tell me which one you will find out first. This is the information given to us. Is it possible to find out break-even point in units?
Yes, sir.
What do you need for break-even point in units? We want fixed cost. I have it. We want contribution for 1 unit. Do you have it?
Sales minus variable cost.
No. You don't want total contribution. We don't want total contribution. We want contribution per unit. Small c, no, it is. So, can we find out BEP units with the given information? Answer is
no.
Go to this BEP rupees. Fixed cost divided by PV ratio. We have fixed cost. Can we find out PV ratio from this information?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So the solution goes like this: break-even point is equal to fixed cost divided by PV ratio. Now the question is, I know fixed cost. It is 75,000 divided by something. So this something is missing. What I will do, I'll try to find out here PV ratio. What is the PV ratio formula? Go back to your previous class and think. P
S
by V.
S minus V by S into 100.
Very good. S minus V by S into 100. Nothing but contribution by sales into 100. P for us is contribution. V for us is sales. Because contribution is given in the form of S and V. So we will take S minus V. S is how much? 3 lakhs.
2 lakh.
V is how much? 2 lakhs. Divided by S again is 3 lakhs. Expressed as a percentage by multiplying 100. So 3 lakhs minus 2 lakhs is 1 lakh. 1 lakh divided by 3 lakhs. It is 1/3. 1/3 is nothing but 0.333333, right? So 0.3333, how do you write? 33, 1 by 3%. If you want, you can write it as this is equal to 33.3333%. 33.33333%. This is okay. Now
Yes, sir.
Sir, why did we calculate PV ratio? Come back. What is that? He didn't ask you to find out PV ratio. He's actually asking you to find out break-even point. For break-even point, you require fixed cost and PV ratio. Fixed cost was given in the question. PV ratio is not there, so we have calculated PV ratio. Now bring that PV ratio here. It is 33.33333%. See guys, if you are using calculators, I'll tell you how to use it also. In your calculator, you put 75,000 divided by 33.3333%, not is equal to. You have to click 33.3333%. You have to press percentage sign. So you get this answer.
2,25,000, sir.
You get 2,25,000.
1,000.225.
Yeah. Count it off to the nearest rupee when it comes to the final answer. So that is the answer. Break-even point in terms of rupees is clear. Any
Yes, sir.
questions?
No, sir.
Can we proceed to the next question?
Yes, sir.
Look at number 8. Question number 8. What is given in this question? Question number 8 says a company's turnover. What do you mean by turnover, guys? Turnover is nothing but again sales. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So turnover is 50 lakhs. So 8th question. Sales is 50 lakhs. Sales is 50 lakhs, that is turnover. Its profit is 5 lakhs. Alright. Profit is 5 lakhs. PV ratio is 40%. Profit volume ratio is given as 40%, and he is asking you to find out break-even point. This is what I want. I always want my students to do. First, write the question and write down what he actually is asking us. He has given this S, P, and PV ratio, and is asking B. Okay, this is given. This is what we need to find out. So how do you start? You write the formula for P. See, no per unit information given, so we cannot find out units. So we'll directly go with rupees form. PV value. This is also called as break-even point in terms of value. So break-even value is equal to fixed cost by PV ratio. Now tell me which one is directly given in the question and which one we have to find out.
PV ratio is given, sir. We have to find fixed.
Exactly. In the previous numerical, fixed cost was given, we had to find out PV ratio. In this problem, PV ratio is given, the denominator part is given, fixed cost we need to find. Now the question comes, sir, how do we find out fixed cost? How should we find out fixed cost? You can do it in your own method, but to generalize the things, I'm giving you some technique here. See, whenever you know the PV ratio, and if you have to find out something missing, you remember I gave you a formula called PV ratio missing information formula. What is that missing information formula? PV ratio is equal to, you can refer back to your class. You remember F plus P by S into 100 is a formula which I gave you, and I told I have named it as missing information formula. I said this formula I am going to use whenever there is something missing. So what is missing? I want to find out fixed cost. So answer I know. See, this is the hint for you guys. When you know PV ratio, you can find out F or P or S, any one if other two are available. Now, do you know S? Sales we know. Do you know P? Profit you know. PV ratio you know. What is missing? F. Sometimes we know PV ratio, we know F, we know S, we can find out profit. If you know this three, you can find out S. So missing information formula I call it. Now apply this formula and find out the PV ratio, guys. Fixed cost is how much? You don't know. This is a question mark. PV ratio is how much? 40%. So 40% is equal to F, don't know, plus P is 5 lakhs. My sales is 50 lakhs. Sir, should we write into 100 here? Answer is no, we need not write into 100 because I am already expressing it as percentage. So when you express this 40%, you need not multiply with 100. So cross multiplication if you do, how much it will come as? F plus 5 lakhs is equal to 50 lakhs into 40%. Correct, guys? Are you following?
Yes, sir.
So cross multiplication, then fixed cost plus 5 lakhs on the left hand side is equal to 40% of 50 lakhs. So F plus 5 lakhs is equal to 50 lakhs into 40% comes to how much? Should be 20 lakhs. Now this plus 5 going the other side becomes plus 5 going the other side becomes minus.
Minus.
20 lakhs minus 5 lakhs. Therefore, fixed cost is 15 lakhs. Did you get this? Sir, why did you find out fixed cost? Go back to the original question. What did he ask? He asked us BEP. BEP requires fixed cost and PV ratio. I had PV ratio. I was not having fixed cost, so I could find out fixed cost with the help of this. Now, proceed with the formula. So, you can apply the formula now. What is the formula? Fixed cost is 15 lakhs. By PV ratio is 40%. So, how do you do this? 15 lakhs in your calculator divided by 40%, not 40 is equal. You should write 40 and you should press percentage symbol. So, you will get the answer. It is 15 lakhs divided by 40%. How much it is coming to? Can somebody help me with the answer? This is 37,50,000 as per the book. Right? Did you get this, guys? So break-even point in terms of rupees is what we have calculated. Any questions here in this two numerical?
No, sir.
Okay. Can I proceed? Look at number 9. The question number 9 is given as calculate break-even point from the following particulars. Fixed expenses is 3 lakhs. Variable cost per unit is 16, selling price per unit is 21. A very simple question, guys. What is given to us? Number ninth one. What is given? Fixed expenses in total. So capital F is 3 lakhs, correct? Capital F is 3 lakhs. Variable cost per unit variable cost. So it is small v, correct? Small v is 16. Small s is 21. Why am I calling it as small s and small v? Per unit selling price and per unit variable cost. So this is the question, and he's asking you to find out, calculate break-even point. Now, guys, tell me, will you apply the break-even point to value formula or break-even point to units formula?
Units, sir.
Yeah, straight away though you can on the face of it I can say you can apply units formula, because break-even point units formula says it is fixed cost by small c, correct? Small c means, what do you mean by small c? Contribution per unit, correct? So contribution
Yes, sir.
per unit is equal to selling price per unit minus variable cost per unit. Selling price per unit is 21, variable cost per unit is 16. This comes to 5. So come back. Your fixed cost is how much? Tax. Contribution per unit is how much?
5.
5 rupees. It is 21 minus 16, 5. That comes to 5, 6, 30. 60,000 units. 60,000 units. Now the question is, sir, can't we find out BEP in rupees now? Break-even point in terms of rupees. Can we find out break-even point in terms of rupees now? Answer is yes. You can directly apply the entire formula and do it. But I would suggest, when you know the units, you can simply multiply this break-even point to units. This is another formula, guys, which I did not tell you because I need not tell you. If you know units, multiply with selling price, you get the value. When you know break-even units, multiply with selling price, you get the value. So what is the break-even units? 60,000. What is the selling price? 21 rupees. So 60,000 into 21 should be your answer. How much is this? 12 lakhs. So now the student will say, sir, you did not give us this formula. BEP units into selling price. If you know units, multiply with selling price, you get rupees. If you know rupees, you divide by selling price, you get units. If you want, you can write down it as a formula. Otherwise, units into selling price gives you value. Units quantity into rate gives you value. Value divided by rate gives you quantity. Okay with that? So that is question number 9. Okay. Look at the 10th question. Look at question number 10. From the following figures, calculate the sales required to earn a profit of 1,20,000 rupees. Okay, the information given to us is, he gave you from the following, calculate the sales required. I want sales is equal to how much if there's a condition. There is a condition. Sales is how much if profit is 1,20,000. So I want a profit of 1,20,000. This is what is called desired profit. I want a profit of 1,20,000 rupees. Now tell me how much I should sell. Below that, you are given sales again. Sales is equal to, how much sales is given? 6 lakhs, right?
Yes, sir.
Now my question to you, if I sell 6 lakh rupees, can I get 1,20,000 profit? What do you think? Apply logics, not management accounting knowledge.
Yes, sir.
If I sell 6 lakhs, if I sell 6 lakhs and if I get 1,20,000, why will he again ask us to find out sales? Simple question. If I am selling 6 lakhs and I get 1,20,000 profit, then you should not ask me how much is the sales if profit is 1,20,000, correct? So logics you apply. That means this sales figure is different than this sales. Students generally get confused. They say like, sir, sales information is there. No, why is he again asking sales? Why is that we have to find out sales again? The logic here is this sales, how much is the profit we don't know. But if I want 1,20,000 profit, how much I should sell is the question. Is it okay? So based on that, you proceed. Further information talks about the total variable cost is given as 3,75,000. And the fixed cost is also given as 1,50,000. This is what is given to us. Now he is asking, find out sales if I want this much of profit. Remember, whenever a question is given like this, the first thing you are looking at is sales, variable cost and fixed cost. Go back to previous question. What did I say? You can find out the missing information formula, especially with the PV ratio. If you know PV ratio, you can find out something missing. But do you have the PV ratio in the question? No. So our idea is, first we will try to find out the PV ratio with the given information. PV ratio with the given information. What is this given information? Not the conditional information. This is condition. If I sell this much, how much I should sell to get a profit of this is a conditional question. But the information given in the question is this. Okay. So PV ratio based on this information. Which formula should I use? S minus V by S into 100 or F plus P? People should not say, sir, F plus P, sir. Profit is there. No, that is actually part of question. So you will take only this information. What formula you use? S minus V by S into 100. Do you know sales? Yes. Do you know variable cost? Yes. Apply these two, find out the PV ratio. What is the formula here? 6 lakhs minus variable cost. 3,75,000 divided by sales. 6 lakhs again. Expressed as a percentage. So it is 225 divided by 6 lakhs. Comes to how much? Somebody should tell me the answer. It comes to 37.5%. Okay, guys, 37.5% is the PV ratio. Now, a student will say that, like, why did you find out PV ratio? What is he asking us? Find out sales if I want this much of profit. Now, missing information formula. What is the missing information formula? PV ratio is equal to F plus P by S into 100. Can you apply this formula and tell me what is sales? What do you know from these 4 elements here? I want your answers. Do you know PV ratio?
Yes, sir.
Do you know fixed cost?
Yes, sir.
Do you know profit?
Yes, sir.
Do you know sales?
No, sir.
No. You should not say, sir, यहाँ पे sales है ना? The sales is given. No. That sales is the given information. Now we are trying to find out if profit is 120. So what will I do? I'll say 37.5% equals to my fixed cost remains fixed, 1,80,000 plus profit I want a desired profit of 1,20,000 divided by S is a question mark. Should I multiply with 100 or not?
No, sir.
Oh, already it is in percentage, so don't write into 100 there, otherwise you'll do mistake. So try to solve it. What will be the answer? So it is 37.5% of yes. 37.5% of yes. It should be equal to 3 lakhs, correct? 1 lakh 80 plus 1 lakh 20. 1 lakh 80 plus 1 lakh 20, that is fixed cost plus profit. So S is equal to multiplication going the other side becomes division. So it is 3 lakhs divided by 37.5%. Therefore, sales is how much?
8 lakhs, sir.
Sales is 8 lakhs. So, what is ultimately what you're trying to say here? So, to get profit of 1,20,000, sales required is rupees 8 lakhs. If you want 1,20,000 rupees profit, you must sell 8 lakh rupees. Is this okay?
Yes, sir.
Any questions you have on this? So that is question number 10. 11th one, straight away you can solve it. What would be the volume of sales to derive a profit of 20,000? Same question. If PV ratio is 66, 2 by 3% and fixed cost is 40,000. So PV ratio is given, fixed cost is given, profit desired is given. Do I have to find out PV ratio in this question? Not required. My question number 11, we can straight away solve it. Let me bring it here. Question number 11. What is the information given? What would be the volume of sales? What would be the volume of sales means S is the question mark. S is how much to derive a profit of. If profit derived is 20,000. So I want 20,000 profit. Tell me how much I should sell. And additionally, he gives you PV ratio, which is 66, 2 by 3%. And one more information he says is fixed cost is 40%. Okay, guys. Now this is the question in front of you. Do I have to find out anything else? PV ratio. In the previous example, I have calculated PV ratio, but here PV ratio is directly given. So which formula you will use? Missing information formula. What is missing information formula? PV ratio is equal to F plus P by S 200. Do you know PV ratio? Yes, sir. Do you know fixed cost? Yes, sir. Do you know the desired profit? Yes, sir. So can't you find out the sales? Straight question. I hope you can do this.
Yes, sir.
Now question is, sir, how do we do this in calculator? 66 2 by 3 kaisa karna, sir? Guys, 2 by 3 is nothing but 0.66666. So what you have to do? 0.6667 you can take. That means 66.6667 percentage is equal to. You can write this in the calculator like this: 66.6667 percentage is equal to fixed cost is 40,000, desired profit is 20,000. By sales is a question mark. Should I multiply with 100? Answer is
No.
so. This S will come here. This is 66 will go that side. 40 plus 20 is 60,000. This is 66 divided 66.6667 percentage. 66.6667 percentage you have to press. That will give you the answer. How much? 2/3 means it should be 90, right? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
So that's all for today. We have done question number 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we will continue some more calculations. I think we have, so far I have introduced equation, PV ratio, break-even point. In the next class, I'll try to introduce the margin of safety and we will try to continue with other things.